like it.
These pipes are clean.
Bring me everyone.
Like, I may be old-fashioned, but the man says wear your boner pants, and I wear my boner pants.
Golden's alive.
Traveling comes naturally to guard number 3 as he's a licensed airplane pilot. Welcome, please, enormous genitals.
The gun is good. See at the party, Richter!
I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking to buy a painting of a disappointed horse.
Okie dokie, artichoke. First of all, I know getting here was the commute from hell. I had to be a smidge off the beaten track here.
You hear that, Dad? You're gonna pay! Garbage day!
Huh?
No!
I would like to direct this to the distinguished members of the panel. You lousy corksuckers, you have violated my Fargan rights. This salmon-on-batching country was founded so that the liberties of common patriotic citizens like me could not be taken away by a bunch of Fargan iceholes like yourselves. Thank you.
Everyone can eat shit! Big bag of shit! I'm the greatest man in the world! Well, let me tell you something, brother!
I coalesce the fate of human experience into a viable and logical comprehension.
Oh, a bullshit artist.
I just want to hang out. No big deal. Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Well, what is going on? All 112 fucking raw dogs in the house. I'm one of your hosts, YoJoeJerk. Thank you for being here, like I said. But we got a lot going on tonight, so no jibber jabber. I'm getting a gang in here. Toy Gaines, what's going on, brother?
Shit, no one wants. Listen, I just delivered Entenmann's donuts and Takis all day. No one wants to fucking hear from me. We got the Dio King and Ninja in here, and Zakainen. So listen, I'll quit yapping until we get all of our lovely guests in here. Sweetheart guests.
Sounds good. Let's get Zakainen in here. How are you, buddy?
Oh, hi. Blake Tarpley is a mod.
Yeah, how did that happen?
This, Blake Tarpley. What's going on?
You look like a Cobra villain, man. You look very intimidating.
I know. You just
feel like
put a fucking helmet on him. Some
Get the guys in here. Guys, stop.
I
don't do well
You're
compliments.
getting me rock hard, Zakainen. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. All right. And this guy needs no introduction. What is going on, articulated ninja?
He called Zakainen a Cobra villain. That was good. That was good. That was good.
I call him as I see him.
Call him like I see him. Shout out to my figures, ladies.
What is going on? All right. And let's get the last member of this gang in here. He needs an introduction. I don't know. I'm just being an asshole. But Duarte Studios, everybody. What's going on?
The man of the hour. I've seen your face more times, Duarte, in the past 5 days than I've seen my wife.
Yeah, when you go on tour, man, you really go on tour. You know what I mean?
I can't trick anybody.
No, well, yeah. What were you hiding?
Not at this rate.
No, yeah, you've been streaming a lot, Duarte, and that's me saying that.
You know, it's crazy. I've done more streaming on other people's channels than my own.
You have. And for good reason. I mean, we're going to get to it, but I feel like there's nothing left to ask you other than like your first blowjob, you know, how many times a day do you shit? Because everyone knows about what you made.
What's your favorite lunch spot? Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
what's your favorite lunch spot?
Hold up.
Okay.
Because he started with blowjobs, and then you said lunch spot. So are you referring to like the favorite spot that they eat off of me? Lunch spot?
No,
or
your favorite place
No,
to
not
eat
that
out.
douchey shit. No.
Well, where do we begin? Where do we begin here? Because this is a lot of shit, man. I'm sure for those that haven't seen this, the man made, and I'm not going to pretend I'm some Power Rangers expert, but you made what is looking like the Grail for Power Rangers fans. Am I wrong?
Well, let the work speak for itself. We'll show his video. Now, Duarte, Ninja, like I said beforehand, I dunked the sound out because I heard other people were having problems. So I put music in there. So I apologize because you did a way better job than me. I did it all at the last second after work.
That wasn't me. I think the video that people may have had issues with, it had nothing to do with me.
Yeah. And I get enough trouble from YouTube with all the language and all the shit. So when I heard that, I was like, oh, I'm changing the sound. So let me find how to do this because the video file is gigantic. So
who did this, Duarte? You did?
Did what?
The vid that no?
Yeah. Well, we'll ask after. Let me play it.
I'm gonna do some big ass kissing after this. So
there we go.
Degrading myself.
Come on already.
Yeah, Zakainen, fucking.
There we go. We can talk over it, but it's fun.
I thought it was like an official Mezco fucking thing or something, man.
I just put a generic beat on it, so
yeah, this is like jobber music for a WCW wrestler.
Right.
Oh, that's that ninja directive right there, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely could add commentating.
Jeez, man, I got Larry Gaines has a lot of questions for you after this.
Directed by Articulated Ninja. Produced by
We should have had Zakainen as
YoJoeJerk.
Yeah. We got to get Zakainen. Yeah.
Music by YoJoeJerk. Current reigning TV champion on Legend Series, by the way.
Yeah, I had to go back and watch that. That was awesome.
Dude, it was nuts on that wrestling deal. It's really cool.
All right, so I have questions.
We're almost there, Larry Gaines.
He don't want to wait. He don't want to wait.
It's like Dr. Evil as Zordon.
It is.
I apologize. This is what you get for 15 minutes afterwards. But no,
he turned a Zordon commercial into the casting couch commercial.
For real.
Yeah.
Show me your skills, Ranger.
I like how we can give commentary, though. I like
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's green. It's green. It lights up. And the seat goes back and forth. Touch it. It's got cloth.
Oh, my own generic music's killing me.
It's growing on me a little bit.
Now it's not porn music, it's game.
Now it's growing on me. I'm gonna bang my wife to it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have made music for adult things.
I like your commentary. I mean, shit.
Okay. You have questions, Jerk, or
No, hit him, Larry Gaines. I'll hit him up after.
I saw pre-order 320. Is this an open pre-order, or are you stopping at a certain amount that you think you can make?
I think I'm just gonna put the cutoff like middle of next month, like same thing, like basically a month pre-order window, and then whatever I sell within that month, I make, and if I don't, I don't.
Okay. Do you have any idea? Say you get. I mean, obviously, the bigger the number, the longer it's going to take to start putting these out. Are you going to ship them out one by one after you make each one, or are you going to wait till they're all complete?
No, as I come, I'll ship them out in the order that they came in. So like the first few will start coming out November, December, so forth and so on.
Yeah, he'd need a warehouse gains. Like,
yeah,
that thing's humongous, man.
Yeah, I would know, but I know why Gaines asked. Like, I would love this like picture where it's like a bunch of them lined up, right? Like that would be an awesome shot, but yeah, it's kind of not feasible.
Well, then it's how long to produce them?
I'm sorry?
How long to produce them?
So print time, actually, you know what? Give me a second. I can give you an exact, because I took a picture of every single, well, you know what? That'll take a while, but I did take a picture of every single piece that printed and how long it actually took. So I honestly stopped keeping track after about 190 print hours. So you want to say that realistically, if I had one printer tied up, 100, let's just say 200 for argument's sake, 200 divided by, yeah, it would still take nonstop about 2 weeks on one printer just to print one command center's worth of like pieces.
Okay.
I asked that Gaines because he's got 2 pre-orders
Mm-hmm.
that I knew of, unless somebody's ordered another one already.
Nope, just 2 so far.
And a few more questions from, and I'll let you relax. And I got some for Ninja. He's, why Power Rangers? Why this specific piece?
So Power Rangers was definitely something I grew up with. Like it was right around the time that I was a kid, where it was still cool, to be a Power Ranger. And as a kid, like. We had the Power Rangers with the, the football player shoulders, right? With the head flip, and you got the regular one. So like, as a kid, I loved that. That was my favorite figure. I bought the bootleg ones. Like they would sell the bootleg versions too. I had all of them. The regular, there was a Brown Ranger in the bootleg pack. Like I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's morphin time.
And then like the stuff that we see today, that's like, oh, that looks fake, or that's a Christmas light, or so. Back then I was a kid, it was like, dude, this is amazing, this is awesome. And it's like, we got all these little play sets, and why didn't we ever get like a command center? And we did, but it was nothing like the show. And in a perfect world now, growing up, I'm like, I would love to have a command center, because I feel as though Mezco dropped the Power Rangers, right?
Sure, I agree.
So why not make my dream a reality? And in doing so, there might be 2 other crazy mofos that are like, I want that too. And, so being a big fan already, and just feeling like this needed to happen, and knowing that if I did this the way I wanted to do it, that I would be able to show people like what I mean by doing a project where there are no constraints. It's just make a reality, right? So that's kind of what it was.
Now, to do the dimensions for the size, I mean, you don't work for the company. Did you just eyeball it? Did you get specifications off the internet? Is there research and development out there that you could find to get like it look near perfect to where it should scale?
So in a perfect world, there would be blueprints, and there would be stuff that I could source offline, and I could just do the math, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Look at that.
But in this world, I knew that I always go by facts, meaning this is not a made up building. This is a real building. Fact. Where is this building? California. Okay. I can definitely get blueprints on that. How big is the building? Okay. It's this big. If I scale it to 12 scale, how big would it be? 12 feet. That's freaking huge. Well, wait a minute. The command center on the inside was just the blue thing, a tube thing, a this thing, a that thing. Okay. Can I get info on that? No. All right. What's the next best thing? The TV show. Let me watch the TV show. Okay. Freeze frame, snapshot. All right. I have a Green Ranger in my possession that's 6.25 inches tall. In the show, the blue thingy comes up to his chest thingy. And okay, let me measure. So now I'm reverse engineering based off of pictures, based off of videos, and then just kind of doing the math from there, where, for example, how did I figure out how to make the central piece, 14 inches wide or 15 inches wide, whatever it was. I took the picture from online that showed all the Rangers looking up at Zordon. I took all my figures, put them in the same pose, and then I saw, okay, there's this much space on each side, et cetera, and you it's kind of eyeballing, but it is the closest thing to a measurement that you can get to, and that's essentially how I was able to scale it. So is it 100% perfect? Probably not. Is it the most accurate that you're going to see? For now.
Sure. Great. I mean, it looks fantastic. Ninja, I think the community we all look to you for your opinion on almost anything these days, from a fucking tank to some big booty naked toy I never fucking heard of. And what impresses you about this piece? And I know you are a Power Rangers fan, so I can ask someone that's coming from a place of fandom as well.
What impresses me about it is that I feel like I'm done now. Like my Ranger collection. I mean, a lot of people were disappointed when Hasbro just canceled the Lightning collection line. So it looks great with Mezco, but even if you go outside of Mezco, like the Lightning collection, that's primarily what I got in my collection is the Lightning collection. And when that was canceled, it was like, damn, we never got to see a nice HasLab from Hasbro. And of course, we have a lot of Megazords, but they don't often do command centers, if at all. I think there was one in the 90s when I was a kid, but we don't get them. So the best thing for me is that this thing is so nice. It's so accurate. It's beautiful, man. It's the centerpiece.
It is.
I'm done. I'm done spending money on Power Rangers because this is the last thing for me that I needed.
And I'm not even a Power Rangers fan, and I'm squinting my eyes. It looks like something from a movie set. One more question for Ninja, and I'll shut the fuck up for a little while.
Keep going.
So Ninja, you have
fine, Larry.
You have become the go-to source for, as I mentioned, and I'm not just kissing your ass because you're on our show. I mean, maybe a little. Is there a responsibility that, like, when you go into a review, like, is there a place in you that sometimes you want to hold back, or do you feel like it's now like a responsibility almost to be so honest and you can't be afraid to hurt feelings in this position where you're at now? Is there any pressure going into a review?
There is. I think it falls in line with the second thing that you stated, which is I just reached a point where I realized, hey, like, no matter how transparent I'm going to be, there's always going to be people that's going to either disagree or dislike me for their own reasons. And that's totally fine. Yeah. So, but it doesn't matter how up forward I am or how, honest as far as, hey, like, I did some work for this company, but I say during my review, which hopefully I'll post tomorrow about this thing, even if I did work for the company, this is actually the first time I did work on this project and I actually reviewed it, because I have work up on Big Bad Toy Store and nobody knows because I never reviewed those products that I did work on. But this to me was a big exception because this wasn't by the mega corporation. This was by someone passionate, an artist. So I was like, hey, even though I'm doing work on this project, it still deserves to be highlighted on my channel. And some people might feel some type of way about that, or they might say, oh, well, you're being a shill, or maybe your opinion isn't as valid. And I'm fine with it. There's always going to be that selective group of people that no matter how honest you are or how transparent you try to be, they're looking for something wrong. So they go into the video looking for something wrong. I can't even help that.
Well, I'll say this from a outsider watching as a viewer, like most of us are. When two forms of quality meet, when Duarte's art and as good as this is meets someone that your videos are top notch, it is what it, even if I disagree with your opinion, say on a Mythic Legion where I don't think they need the articulation because I like the sculpt. I trust your opinion because the videos are so well done. You know what you're doing. You have an eye for art. You have an eye for this. So these two worlds have collided, and I think it's very cool. And I'm going to shut the fuck up now.
This is where you shine. This is where you do it.
I want to listen now because, listen, you're getting the source here. So I know a lot of the Raw Dogs have questions, so we could field questions. Zakainen, I could stare at your beautiful shirt. You're looking like the third Crimson Guard twin, Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you with my test. I'm sorry.
I have a question or two.
There we go.
So I would say on those control panels, do you individually paint through clear for the buttons, or how do you do those? Are each diode a certain color?
Yeah, so each diode.
So you're literally just wiring every little diode for every color?
Yeah, so basically each one of those lights is a fiber optic line that runs down the LED. Same tech that Mercedes-Benz uses in their cars, right? So, and the reason for that is basically space saving and to prevent me from having to use 200 or 300, feet of wire versus the 100 that I used. So in a way, it's space saving. In a way, it takes a little less time, but is also a lot more expensive, but it obviously shows through in different ways than it would if I were to paint it or, do like a cheaper alternative of lights too. So I wanted to make sure that everything was like top notch,
To follow up on that, with the lighting, how is this lit? The little annoying batteries that we all hate, or are you going to be able to plug this in?
You plug it in, just need two outlets, one for the USB board and then one for the main power supply for all the colored lights in there, and that's it.
Beautiful.
Then sword on if you want that option, right, with the Android.
Yeah, and the tablet itself, you charge it or you can run a USB to it. I wouldn't, so you don't see it, but tablet that it'll come with, I think, has like a 12-hour battery life, and when it's playing that video, it'll die in like 2 weeks.
Here's a good question from a gentleman I know personally that wants to buy this thing like fucking tonight. How much assembly will be involved for the buyer? I'm not an electrician, and he's worried about all the wiring.
So basically, if you've ever plugged the USB into the brick that you plug your phone with, that's pretty much it. And then all the other plugs, they're like either color coded or they're done in a way where they can only go together one way. So it's basically dummy proof, for lack of better words. Like there's no, it's two pieces. It's the base goes together. You put a plate down, you put the blue central piece over the top, plug everything in. And
he made it ninja proof. Because I was the dummy, so yeah, he definitely did that. So
Dude,
if I wasn't worried about like
Jesus Ninja,
yeah, look, if I wasn't worried about the shit exploding or having to have a minor degree as an electrician, I didn't have to be Talker Art to turn this shit on. Like it was super simple, super straight to the point. It was literally like just plugging in a phone charger because it's all USB for the most part.
That's awesome. I can't tell you when I love Mezco, but sometimes they'll give you like a stand that's like a lit up base, and you got these tiny like watch batteries, and they pop out, and you lose them.
The fucking light up heads, dude. Those little tags. Like,
you can't plug in a figure. I get it, but this could have went so many different ways, and you chose the most user friendly.
I think because Duarte is a collector, I think he went into it probably knowing how much people hate batteries.
Oh
yes,
they're just not good, and it's a display piece, so you might want to have it on in the background for hours. I agree. So why would you use batteries?
Well, God forbid you get shitty batteries or a defective one, and that acid comes out. It will fuck everything up, man.
I was actually reminded about the battery thing while doing this project with the what's it called, the Cyberpunk dial, because that one, since I had modularity in mind, I never had the thought to just have it plugged in at the house or whatever. It was like, it's going to go at shows. So it's just 3 battery packs. But even that, for me, gets annoying because it's like, oh, fuck, did you buy new batteries? No? Damn it. All right. Versus just plug it in, So, yeah, anytime I could make something simple, like the Ranger cockpits with the built-in level and just like make everything as simple as possible, I think it's a win for everybody, because honestly, I don't want to field emails about how do I level this or how do I install this or where does this plug in and is this wire supposed to be here, and none of that stuff.
That's what House Endo just said. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid man.
And to address Mojo, he mentioned about the White Ranger Zord. So I am doing the White Tiger Zord cockpit. It's a 5 Ranger seater, so it'll come out at the same time as the Megazord cockpit comes out. So it is going to come out.
Nice.
Beautiful. Yeah, I think if you're a Power Rangers fan, this is the showpiece. This is your dragon that people just bought up in 2 weeks. This is as impressive.
Slayer, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. This is it, man. This is amazing. Now, go ahead.
The only thing that I can say difference-wise, because the dragon is a beautiful piece, and for those of you who get it, like I know it's going to be a killer display piece, but the one big difference is they're doing it in a factory. I'm doing this myself, and you will see this way sooner than you'll see that dragon.
Really? Impressive.
Yep.
Yeah, the dragon's like 2 years.
Yeah.
November delivery I start. So you're talking what, 7-8 months, 6 months, whatever.
Yeah.
So get on it. The pre-orders are this month, right?
Yep, until the 22nd of April, I believe.
Any info on the pre-orders? How does that work? Everything down? A portion of it down?
Everything's there. You have two options. You can either do just the basic option, which it's not even basic because they're both, they're both loaded options. But one will come. They both will come with the regular Zordon head, but the $450 option includes the AI version as well, which is an Android-powered tablet, and then all the inserts to go with it. And that's it. And then the rest after that, I'll contact you and we'll work out either a payment plan or how you want to go forward with the payments. And that's it.
Very, very cool. And Ninja, I heard you're already going to review this soon as well.
Yeah, I'm going to hopefully be able to get my review out tomorrow. Where
Nice.
And I think I don't know. I think to me it was very different going into this because this is the first diorama I think I ever reviewed on my channel.
So with that,
I remember another one. Yeah.
How do you go into it? Like, function, size, all them things, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I thought about that
it helps.
too, man.
Yeah,
I
look,
thought about it, and I've
it
just
helps.
been like,
It helps when you don't gotta lie, when a product is actually good.
Right.
And that makes me wonder about a lot of other reviewers and stuff, because I watch their stuff and we know the product is not that good that they're reviewing, but we watch them lie about it. I'm like, damn, that's extra work. To have to hype up something mid or something like that's a lot of work.
I love video games, and I've been watching video game reviewers do it for 30 fucking years, man, and it blows my mind. Especially IGN.
You did a good job, Gaines, because I watched your review on the piece that Savage Crucible sent you.
Yeah.
And you've always talked about their paint apps, their sculpting, and you're a Mythic Legions fan, but you've always said positive things about them and been very constructive at times too. But when they sent you that, because the piece looked like it was actually good, it didn't look like you had to lie. You just got to be honest.
I was pumped, man.
Yeah.
I was pumped at first to get a free toy, but then I found out the whole internet got it for free.
Yeah.
So
we were both like super jazzed, dude. Like he sent me an email, and then the next day I got one. I was like, "Oh shit!" Yeah.
But you're right. I didn't have to lie because I love good paint apps. Even though I love Mcfarlane, they don't have great paint apps all the time. But when you have function, sculpt, paint apps, you really don't have to lie, as you mentioned. And laser,
who also doesn't have to lie, but does anyway, is Laser Pants for $9.99. Man, I'm getting tired of seeing Duarte's face. Oh, sorry, Duarte's face, as he would say. He's been pulling himself out to all the live streams.
Yeah,
he's not lying. He's telling the truth.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Man.
Are you going to go on Uncle Tim's show tomorrow?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Uncle Tim, fam. We got to talk about Power Rangers, fam.
You're gonna go on Uncle Tim's show, and then who else we got here?
Dan Shartimus. He's gonna be on all of them. Yeah,
go on all of them. I mean, why not? I mean, the more
when Gaines asked that about shooting it, again, D-ass on this diorama. So, what was the biggest challenge for shooting it? Was it that, like, how do you do it? Was it just the concept of doing it, or was there something production-wise that you were getting into that was difficult?
The space, so I joke about my height all the time, but if I wanted to, I could make that my bedroom. But it was funny because I sit back and I say to myself, I'm like, damn, like this thing is beautiful, but I basically need a parking space for it. So just that was the biggest challenge, is the space. Pictures don't do it justice. He has it so far back there. I felt like he's even discrediting the struggle that I had to go through. So I wish he would bring it up more, but this thing is huge. It's huge. I mean, even if you just look at the dimensions, like.
So one of those pictures had the dimensions on the depth and everything on it.
I mean, just looking at the base alone, just from this, it's like that is a lot of real estate.
Actually, Zakainen, I'm about to send you a picture right now that'll help with scale.
So scale wise, because I got to mess with it. This thing, as far as the overall real estate that it takes up, just the base of it, I was able to fit. Laying down, I was able to fit 2 HasLab Sentinels and 1 laying the long way. That's really big. Like I didn't think it was going to be that wide. And in my collection, the tank, the Ramen Toys tank, is really big. But the HasLab Dragonfly is the longest vehicle in my collection. I'm able to place the Dragonfly, and I showed in my video. I put it on the top where he has the cockpits, and the Dragonfly fits up there perfectly from front to back.
Holy
get up
moly.
there.
And that's just that part on the top of it.
Yo, I didn't even think about that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
behind Duarte, where he has the cockpits, if you bring him up on screen, where he has those cockpits, that whole flat area behind him right now, you can put a HasLab Dragonfly just on that. That's wild. I didn't think it was going to be that big.
Hold on.
No.
Let me bring him down.
Ninja, did you get the Mezco Power Rangers?
Nope, I got to borrow somebody's, so that's what I used for this review. Well, yeah, this.
I got your
showcase.
one for this jerk. Oops, add a stage.
Yep, whenever you want to hit it.
I hit add to stage, but with the layout.
Oh, I got it.
No matter how I tried to do it justice, but that doesn't show how much space is up there, and it's cut off because, like I said, I really needed to dedicate my whole bedroom to being a black room for this thing. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Now. This is a good question. Will you allow local pickups if someone is in the area to save on shipping?
Absolutely.
Oh, baby, road trip.
Whoa, look at this.
So the you guys have seen the Mac. I mean, that's a really good way to measure that.
Yeah, that's gigantic.
No, Duarte, when you start a project, I don't care if it's the Mac, if it's something tiny, if it's something as large scale as this. With each piece, is there a moment when you're like, "Fuck, yes, I'm nailing it. This is going to be something special"? Is there always that moment, or are you at the point where you just know it's going to be great? Have you gotten that good, or is it each project have a different challenge? You know I just do little customs here and there, and I know I'm like, "Oh shit, this is going to be nice." There's always that moment where you cross the line. You know what I mean?
So I'm at the point where I definitely have a certain expectation of the work that I do for myself, but no work that I ever do goes without challenge. This one included, right?
Yeah.
We had some power supply issues, faulty equipment, nothing that I had anything to do with, but those are speed bumps, those are delays, those are headaches, right?
Yeah.
The only concern I ever have at this point in my experience is just the reception thing, where it's like, I really like this and I think it's a great idea for me, but if no one else likes it, then it's harder to justify X amount of weeks or months or hours that I put into it basically for free, right?
Right. Yep.
So, but ultimately that's why it's a passion project. So if it does in this case fail, let's say nobody orders it, it's still a success because I own one, Ninja owns one, like I got to fulfill my dream and someone else's, and tomorrow it might be Ghostbusters. The next day it might be, He-Man, whatever.
Right.
Well,
for you, it's a little more unique.
For the Danger Room, by the way.
What's that, Zach?
He had one for a request for the X-Men Danger Room, and I'm like, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's different stipulations though for you though, because you don't have a team of people working for you or people on a board meeting or with stocks. So you sell 10. You sell 10, it's golden. It's profit.
Right.
Yeah. You got to do what you wanted to do, and you got to make some profit. So.
Yeah.
How's Hendo? Honestly, Lord Zed, Rita's room, like all that stuff, which is pretty much the same thing with a few modifications, is definitely something I would be down to do. But the reason I didn't do them first is because obviously this is the pivotal piece for the Power Ranger collector. Not saying that there aren't Rita or Zed fans, but ultimately there are more Ranger fans than the bad guy fans, right? So this is the more pivotal piece. But now I'm totally game to move into a Rita or a Zed room, or like I said,
you can't because everybody's thing is this Ghostbuster house. Since you was everybody's going in about this Ghostbuster house.
I agree with LP.
Those people.
The Ghostbuster.
Every HasLab in like a second. Like,
but now let me.
The one from the female one, right?
No.
Yeah, the Chinese food place. Yeah.
Let me just break one thing down to everybody to make it very clear. Now, the Power Ranger one, it is what it is, and as complicated as it is, do understand that something like a true scale Ghostbusters Firehouse
would be insane.
A lot bigger and a lot more expensive. So
I don't think you would have to go like 1-to-1 scale. If you could
Right.
fit the Ecto in there, have little Ray getting blown by the ghost on that bed.
Yeah, you got to have the blowy ghost in there.
100%.
Everything's
gotta be-
downsized. Everything's even the cat's layer is downsized, so it's all downsized for
Right,
functionality.
as long as it looks cool and it's functional
Right.
and fit.
So now here's the difference, though. When we're talking about things that are made up, like the Cat's Lair, the Castle Grayskull, those things, the command center, they can be scaled up and down, and there isn't any expectation. But when you're talking about Ghostbusters Firehouse, that's a firehouse based off of, it's a real firehouse.
A real building. You have a point.
So-
I don't know. Yep.
So, while yes, hypothetically, I could scale it down building wise, I can't because there's an Ecto one that still needs to fit in there. So if that's going to fit in there, throwing the extra 6 inches of height to get the full height on the floors, it's not a big deal at that point, you know. Now, if it was like the White House, where this thing is going to be, 18 feet wide, because in 12 scale, that's how wide it would be. That's kind of crazy. Then we have to scale that down a little bit, you know.
I think though, you nailed this. It's going to open the door for people to ask for all them, big wants, Ghostbusters,
Yeah, that they won't do. So
right.
Yeah, they will not do
Be
it.
the go-to guy for that, then so be it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't come up with a number in my head yet, but ultimately, let's just, for argument's sake, say it's 5. If somebody wants a project, let's say the Ghostbusters Firehouse.
That's what I was just about to ask, because I don't even get to ask you many questions because you're so damn busy. But I was just about to say, okay, let's say I want a thicky house, right?
Yeah, I like
with
this.
some monuments and statues of curvy females all around. But how many guys would it take? Look at that, beautiful. He got on it already. See, how many people would it take to come to you? Let's say for the command center, if you had no plans to do it, how many guys would it take to come to you for you to start that whole R&D process? Because I know that that's a lot. So what's the minimum number to start that R&D process? You got, like you said, 4 or 5 guys that come together and they're like, oh yeah, we all want this, so we'll pay him to start this.
I think 5 would probably be the sweet spot to make it worth the time and the investment and the R&D and all that stuff, especially if we're going into something that's like accurate, show accurate, movie accurate, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'd say about 5.
Can you do something as simple as a poll? Like have 3 choices, put a poll up on. I'm serious,
bro. Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, I mean, listen,
I want a gold pole, not a silver
No,
one.
not that, not a stripper pole. You fucking freaks.
That's where
I mean, like a pole, like Ghostbusters, life-size ring. I don't fucking know.
Oh, Ghostbusters. Okay.
And then people vote on what you should make next.
Right.
I mean, a stripper pole would be nice if you can install it at my house. My wife still looks good enough to fucking.
Yeah.
With the Ghostbusters, you could have strippers in the Ghostbusters house. I'm just going to throw that out there.
True,
It's a firehouse.
true.
It was a pole.
It's true.
Those
So at
men
the
are
end of the day, I
professional.
wouldn't do that. So a lot of times, if I'm doing something, it's very rare that I do something that I don't have some kind of like appreciation or like for. Like unless somebody's like, hey, I want a diorama of the Teletubbies. Like I'm totally not into that, but whatever, I'll do it. Right? But ultimately, I have already an existing knowledge on whatever IP that the person's going to come to me with, right? So a lot of times, if they're coming to me with an idea that I already kind of had an itch that I wanted to do, it's a lot easier for me to just get going on that anyways, right? Because I want it. But now, if somebody wants something that I really don't want, but there's 5 people at least that are interested in it, like, yeah, let's talk. I'll make it happen.
That's cool. That's a good number, man, because everybody in the chat, and at least a lot of people do have 3 to 4, 5 collector friends, and if everybody wants the same thing to be done, they all know they can go to you.
Looks like you're making a strip club next, man.
I ain't afraid of no nuts.
Funny, somebody put a funny comment. I can't even remember where it was, but they said something about I think it was Newman. He said it looks like it was a set off of the actual show. And the funny thing about that is after I got some photography done with it, and the ladies came down, my wife said, oh, is that what he's making next? Because she thought it was a picture that I took off of Google for reference.
Oh,
but it wasn't a picture. Yeah. It was a picture that I took. It's already made. Like he's doing this. Like that's it. Like it's really funny because I mean, even when he saw some of the final shots. He made that comment too, and I was like, holy shit, I didn't think about that. But I do have trouble telling the difference from this being just an on-set prop. Like it looks and feels like an on-set prop.
Yeah. Especially this
100%.
picture.
I
here,
said the
man.
same thing. It did. It looks like it was right on the set.
I mean, this does. This
lighting.
picture right here.
Yeah, I love
mean,
that shot with Alpha. Yeah, that thing is
That's
dope.
why I went right for the lighting question, because I was like, are you painting the buttons, or are you actually wiring that color LED in? You know what I mean? Because that's so fucking impressive.
I'm happy we cultivated an audience that all wants a strip club. This is very
hell yeah, man! Look at that.
That didn't take long.
No steak served at this strip club though. No food. It's just all
no legs and legs at this one.
I'd immediately on that strip club stage put
No
like those
buffet.
little Fortnite like sushi deals and whatnot. Like immediately, or the Five Below stuff, I should say.
Yeah, the titty twister.
Titty twister. 100%. Yeah, I know Nico was on that shit earlier. I'm like, yep.
Here's I just sent it to you, Zakainen. Here's like a on-screen TV show shot.
Get in there.
Doesn't have all the lights on because they got the above headlights, but you know, just for a little side by side. That was one of my reference shots.
Oh, there we go.
Damn. So that's the show. That's what am I looking at?
That's the show.
That's the show.
I couldn't tell at first.
Right, I was like, wait a minute.
Is this the thing? Is this
It's like the panels weren't turned on the real show, so you couldn't see those lights. It's like, oh, is this powered off? Oh shit. Okay, it's the show. Can we all agree that Alpha is like one of the worst robots ever in history?
Why do you keep dunking on Alpha, man? What's good with you and Alpha, bro?
I'm just asking questions like Larry Gaines. Can we all?
No. I agree with you, and I don't want people to forget there was an episode where someone slipped a disc into his back and he got reprogrammed and he almost killed all the Rangers. So like, it's not even like he's loyal, bro. You just plug in a USB in his back and he's yours.
Fuck these Rangers.
Well, now I feel justified. It's fine.
I got a few more ninja questions if you don't mind, man.
Go, Larry.
Go, Larry.
I've noticed myself, my little tiny channel, that each few hundred or 1,000 viewers, you always get someone that just fucking hates you.
I can chime in.
Now you're really shooting up there. I think you're past 50,000, right?
30, past 30 now. Yeah,
30.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Congratulations.
What's your favorite way to handle them? Is it to ignore them, or is there ever a question or a comment where you just can't ignore it and you have to like?
So I kind of adapted these funny comebacks. Like, you know, one of my comebacks was 2916 what? If the person did want to go back and forth, it was just, but when I come across those types of guys that just seem like they have to hate something, and it's fine. A lot of the times nowadays, I just tell them, thank you for the engagement.
Okay, that's a good
Honestly,
one.
Because it's still engagement.
It's still engagement.
And I'm sure that makes them feel defeated, because there are actually people out there, and I'm sure you know this, but they actually get off on the fact that you argued with them or you debated with them or you went back and forth.
One night I let it really fuck my night up, and I told myself
they won. They won.
I was probably gonna get blown that night from my lovely wife, and she was like, "You're letting some fucking, you don't even know who it is on the other end."
Exactly.
And I was like, I was in bed, and I was like, "You're right," and I've never done it since then. And this was over a fucking Ninja Turtle character who I thought was a samurai, and apparently he's not. He's a fuck. Who gives a fuck?
Whoa! I didn't know the details. Holy shit, man!
Yeah, I'm fired up still.
The fuck, man? No, you were wrong. You should have been fucked up about that.
Well, no, Tatsu wears a fucking Oni mask. So aren't Oni masks just a samurai thing?
My God, man!
Oh, he remembers. He remembers every bit of it.
Anyway.
Chad, I apologize.
I will use that.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Dude, it's still engagement that helps your channel. And then, like I said, there's literally people that are professional trolls. And I know the word trolls is overused, but they actually get enjoyment off of knowing that they triggered you or knowing that they triggered the person. So when you comment back and you're just like, hey man, thanks for still watching and commenting, that makes them feel defeated, because you could not like my video. You just still sat through how much of it and commented. Thank you.
Well, here's what makes
what
him
I do
defeated.
is when
Don't talk to him.
When they leave me a paragraph, I just
Oh my
heart
God.
it and thumbs up it. And
Oh, you're the definition of
Oh,
toxic.
I am a bastard. I love it. I'm
Thanks,
just
buddy.
like, I'm like, yeah, I read your bullshit, but
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna give it to you. You know
Okay,
what I
so
mean?
so
Like, you
what I
can't-
heard, Jerk, my ladies would have been in jail if they tried to argue with you and they sent you a paragraph and you respond with it. Yeah, they would have been locked up a long
Yeah.
time ago, man.
Yeah, I drive people insane, but that's what I was gonna get to too. We got a new hater who like 5 minutes after I put a stream up, the motherfucker thumbs down and it like
Oh yeah, it's probably because of me.
like 2 days before the fucking stream, I got thumbs down. I'm like, man, I am living rent free in your head, motherfucker.
I think because we all, I don't know everyone's background, but things were a little more serious than fucking, like, I love talking about toys, so I just assume if you disagree, you just say, I think you're wrong. I think the value is there. I think the figure is okay, and that should be it. So I always find it to be odd when people get really fucking bent
I
out of
can't
shape
do it.
over it.
This is my fun hobby. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I keep it. This is my fun hobby. I only review shit that I'm interested in.
Well,
You know what I mean? So that's how I roll this whole thing. So if I see negative shit, I just pass it along.
So,
you know,
Jerk, I'm surrounded by both you guys. You happen to be on. I'm like jerking each other off right here. Both you guys put such high effort into a video that even if you disagreed with it, you should at least appreciate. There's a little bit of art to your videos. You know what I mean? So it's a shame that someone just can't appreciate it for the effort you're putting into the video, regardless of your opinion. You know what I mean? Like, Ninja, your videos are like fucking animated. They're like stop motion half the time. There's all types of crazy shit going on.
Yeah,
in your
there's
videos.
They're so short much films, going on.
They're short films, Zakainen. Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
they are.
Yeah. I had somebody use the word like cinematic, and that word escapes me often. But they're like,
No,
"Yo,
but they
this
are.
stuff is very
They are.
cinematic," and I'm like, "Damn, I never really thought about it like that." But
Yeah,
I get
they're
it.
They're pretty fucking good, man. Like, what are you gonna do? We could stroke you off all night, Duarte. That video that you had on your Instagram of all the Rangers going to their little cockpits. Who did that? What was that?
Machu
Yeah,
Toys
Machu.
from,
Jesus, that was great too, man.
Machu stop motions are crazy.
That was
Oh yeah,
fucking legit.
between
as
two
hell.
Sentinels, Machu Toys.
Yeah, he does good stuff, man. All the way around. Doesn't he do a podcast too?
Between two Sentinels.
Yeah, that's him. I met him once and he was super fucking cool.
He was at Chubsy Wubsy's that day we were there.
Oh, okay.
We got to sit back and have a meeting and compare troll names because I'm pretty sure we all have the same ones. Our audiences are way too similar.
Yeah,
and I think Gaines does a great job just to jerk him off a little bit back. You know, I don't want him. You know, he got to get off tonight too. But
well, he gets the engagement. Me and you, we have on the engagement. But,
and
you know,
that's how me and him
Gaines-
started. He was the first channel whose opinion I actually valued and respected about Mcfarlane.
That was
Because
very
everybody
kind.
knows I don't really do Mcfarlane unless it's like bigger deluxe figures, but even the standard size stuff. So listening to him talk about Mcfarlane, seeing how much Mcfarlane he has in the back. So it's like, if this guy is saying something is bad, he's not saying it just for fun.
Sure.
He's not like, obviously he spends his fucking money on this stuff, but his opinion and the way he dissects and critiques Mcfarlane, I always found super, super important. But then when I watched him do it with other brands like Savage Crucible, I'm like, oh yeah, him and Jerk are money. They're good. They're good for the next 10 years. Like,
I love how he
Appreciate
jumps around, and that's what got me in the Gaines. Is it's not one thing.
Oh, I'm a freak.
Because that's what I wanted to do. I was always like, I don't want to just be a Mezco guy. I don't want to be a fucking G.I. Joe guy or, you know, I just want to do the things that,
Jerk, you
know,
do a
I
good
was
job of
doing.
having fun with everything, dude. It looks like you have fun
try.
with everything you turn the camera on.
I try to have fun, you know, because it wouldn't be, you know, I wouldn't do it if I wasn't having fun. You know what I mean? Like, if it felt like work, I would never do it.
What doesn't feel like work is reading this super chat from Ryan, parentheses, for $10. My son and I started a toy channel since he recently got into comic figure collecting. Cheap plug. I'll shout that out.
Hell
That's
yeah.
awesome. 100%. $10 for a
very
plug?
cool.
Shit, why not?
Shit,
Very
I would have
cool.
done it for free, man. Ryan's been here for a while, so
He
Ryan,
has.
with parentheses,
That's
has
awesome.
been here. No kidding.
that's awesome when, you know, the fan comes up in ranks, man. I love that shit. You
I'll
know
get the
what I
link
mean?
for
I
it.
started as a fan and, you know, just work my way up.
So Duarte and Ninja, you guys are forming like a little team here, I see. Will there be any team matchup as far as a project together?
Ooh,
I think it's
Larry
inevitable.
Gaines.
Like a ninja
I think
layer.
it's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I don't want to kiss and
Okay.
tell though. You know, Gaines
right.
loves all. You know what it is? Gaines so rated R. There's nothing that's off the table for him.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
No.
a fucking nothing. I will tell you everything. That
The loose
Like,
cannon. I
pretend
love it.
nobody's watching. No one's
Yeah,
watching.
yeah.
I will answer any question. I don't give a shit, man. I can see it. You guys like talent recognizes talent and quality. Like I said before, the high quality level that both you guys put out. So it's only natural for you guys to do something together, and I'm sure it'll be awesome. Yes, I would. Sure. Right in there, baby. Right on the dial. Right on that fucking, what's that green head guy? You can watch.
Take
That
me
looks
on
like
the
him. That's the
robot.
face he makes. Look, that's the face he makes.
Listen, also, by the way, threesomes can be the devil's triangle, right? They could be the Eiffel Tower, but it could be female, female, male. Guys, got to dial these questions in if we're going to.
True.
Okay.
I'm not.
Speaking of dialing things in sexually, boner jams.
Help! He's got a boner! Boner jams roll heavy, new bird trucks, dumb spot, sex clowns, slither ass plate, back lot, chrome on the wheels.
I'm sorry, it's the pleats.
Let's see.
Yo, that was sick. That was awesome, man. That was awesome, yo.
This guy, he's a super chat machine, so he has his own button.
He earned it. He earned it. That is awesome.
Yeah,
That is
those
awesome.
eggplants, throw them out there. So boner jams, $9.99. You want to talk about one I should preview, but I don't. Haven't seen a more healthy, vibrant, sexy menagerie, not menage a trois, of men since the newest Bang Bros video. Glad Noob Staybot joined us tonight. Pumped up for Newburgh Toy Show and Sibian Con on Sunday.
Sibian Con,
Bless.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That'd be
where I'm
fun.
set, not fuck your show, Dave.
If I could do it all over again, I would totally
Yeah,
be wanting.
we picked the wrong business.
I would love to have a fucking.
Yo, is this the part where I do a shameless plug and say that Newburgh Toy Show this Sunday? This will be there on display.
No way. Are you
I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a trailer at the good old Jew Hall and bring this down.
Okay, good. So,
sweet.
We could talk after if you want. You're more than
Yeah.
welcome to set up Saturday or whatever you need to make the whole thing smooth.
Okay. Cool.
Just let me
Yeah,
know.
we'll talk after.
So you just gave
hit me up
Kavito
when you get there. I'll give you a hand bringing
You just-
it in.
Cool.
gave a couple of raw dogs a fucking
Boner.
boner. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's been talking. He's been asking. You have we have a super fan in this
Yeah,
chat. of Power Rangers.
Yeah, so I think you're gonna get a customer out of Kavito. Where
He
do we
is
go?
Awesome.
And he's nice ass guy. I'm not just saying that. I met Kavito. I thought him and Bronzer were scalpers. I saw him at Target every morning
He
at
still can be,
7:02.
by the way.
Oh, true.
Uh,
And now we're fucking toy collector friends. How beautiful is that?
you
That's what
should have saw
toys.
Kavito's face when he found that fucking.
Oh, you met him
set
at Zolo.
Yep.
Yeah, we were there.
You
when he
showed him all the
fucking-
photos at ZoloCon.
Sean
yeah.
Cabito.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause you were like, yo, can you show my buddy those pictures?
That's it. He wants to buy the prototype. There you go.
That's great.
Awesome. That's exciting news. I will put the fucking ad up sometime during the week, and I'll take photos, and that'll be a nice feather in the Newburgh Toy Show cap. Class it up a little bit. Tim Taser will be there as well.
Oh fuck yeah!
Timmy
I love
T.
him.
Calvary.
He brings the heat as far as
He
selling
does.
toys. Yeah.
He
Yeah,
does, man.
yeah.
His part spins, they're like the first thing I want to.
He's one of the more fun. He's one of the
all
more
the
fun
heads.
vendors. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just for kit bashing, he's got the best fucking booth ever.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, I've spent money at his table, and I don't spend money at people's tables up at him. Yeah.
yep. Yeah, so it was like the only table I spent money at against this show last time.
Ninja, we're in March, right? Yeah. Has there been a figure this year that has impressed you to be like in a top 10, or do you worry about top 10s?
I always get It's such a struggle, bro, because I always wind up going back and getting older figures that weren't released this year.
Sure.
And like I know that they're worthy enough to make it into the top 10, but they weren't released this year. And as an example, I got the amazing Yamaguchi, the Supergirl recently.
Wow.
Dude, she's nice, man. She's nice. I did a head swap.
Oh, wow.
But like the body and everything, this is easily the best Supergirl available. And I've been binging like Invincible, so I'm loving my Kryptonians right now. But she's beautiful, man, and her articulation, it's amazing. Like, so I always run into that struggle where I get some old shit and I got to show it off like it's some new stuff, and it's not.
Right.
Oh, but that I'm sorry, I didn't even answer your question.
That's
that
fine.
damn panda that I reviewed. I'm sure that panda is going to show up in a lot of people's top 10. That thing is ridiculous.
Is that the same company that did the orc that everyone is turning into the Hulk?
Medi Toys, yeah.
And this company has seemingly come out of nowhere with this like amazing lineup of figures.
And it's the price. I mean, the quality, $100. It has light up features. The eyes light up. Like it's crazy.
So when a company like Medi Toys puts out a product that you're in love with, are you like thinking, man, I hope they start sending me shit for free, or does it never cost me? I'm serious.
So
I'm not saying it.
So my wallet obviously hopes that, right? But what I quickly realized, especially with being limited on time, is that I had Medi Toys, Axie Toys, the guys that make those dinosaur battlefield figures, and I had companies start sending me almost every single thing that they put out. And I had to be realistic and say, do I want to be like a lot of other channels that just post to post and post because the company sent it to them?
Yeah.
Or do I take a stand and I let them know, hey, don't just send me whatever you want. Let me pick and choose when I want to pick and choose if I want to show this off or if I'm interested in it. And then I went that route. And I noticed they kind of got like radio silent and stuff like that, because as a creator, you're not supposed to be picky or choosy. You're supposed to be happy with whatever they send you.
Sure.
So yeah, you might want everything at first, but if you do care about your integrity of your channel, there's no way you could review everything, or you should. There's no way you should.
Right.
Speaking of integrity of channels, K-Dog Broadcasting gifting 1 YoJoeJerk membership.
Come on!
Hey, I will pay. Swap him out with Zakainen going like this, screaming, come on! I would pay for that. Yes, we need that B scene right there. We need that. We need that.
I do have Claude Van Damme, the wrench guy. That he doesn't know who it is.
And it could be like toy games. Show him chuck the wrench at you. Just like, come on, man.
And make sure it's as big and as fake as that foam ass wrench they threw out of the movie.
Yeah. Leave it to Duarte to be upset at the detail, right?
I'm like, yo, never in the history of ever has a plumbing wrench looked like that one.
Nope. Or just bounced off somebody.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, he pays attention to so much detail. It ruins his experience as like a regular person. Like, why are you?
That scene in Shogun where he's getting, peed on. You're like, dude, that's not piss. What are you doing?
It's the wrong yellow tint, man.
Good Lord. Like, no one's got that diet in America. What's happening here?
This is a question for both you gentlemen. Do you have time for other hobbies, or is it just what you're doing with toys, and Duarte, what you're doing with dials? Anything else that you have a passion for that's we don't know about?
I don't have time, man. I dedicate the extra 2 hours maybe that I have throughout the day. I spend that time playing like Fortnite with the kids. Because I have siblings and stuff, so I'm like, I have to spend time with them too.
Sure.
And so it's just like, that's where my free time goes, is playing things like Fortnite with them. I don't even get on by myself to play.
Right. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, making time for family is tough, man, because you want to live your life, but
exactly,
you might have limited time with family because life is so strange, man.
Like my wife going, hey, you remember how I said you need to dial streaming back, and you did for like a month maybe, and now you're streaming 4 times a week? I'm like, oh.
Well, I thought that I didn't sleep until I met Duarte. So you can ask him, but he'll give a good definition. Like, he doesn't sleep, and to me personally, I didn't think that this command center was going to be done as quickly as it was. And I say quickly, but we're still talking about months, you know what I'm saying? But to me, looking at that, I think it would take a company years. If they're not rushing it and they're just not, they actually care about the product, I think it would take them 10 times longer.
Yeah.
From the way Aiden Skate Ninja, like, this is no lie. 100%.
Oh yeah, I get some backlash, but if they understand I'm trying to build and grow, so they get it.
Heck yeah! Now shout out to find my figures ladies. I can't say it tonight. Erica and Jasmine, damn it! I got to use their names. Okay, they're awesome, man. From the news, like every time I'm thinking about, I'll send them something. They're on top of it. They're on. Yep, they're on it already.
And they're super nice. That's the one thing. I don't know if people that haven't had the chance to meet you too. You never know what you're going to get with people, right? Like I've met other YouTubers before. I'm not going to say their names. It's this. We're not kind of into that drama shit here.
It was
there's a few
me and ZoloCon.
But I met people, and Ninja, when you were at ZoloCon the first time I saw you with Bobby, I was like, you know what, Ninja's here. Fuck it, let me meet this guy, the masked man himself.
Yeah. Larry
nice
Gaines stepped right the fuck
stepped right in there. Well, I had to thank you first.
I was like, Gaines, leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Nah, fuck that.
Leave the guy alone.
And then I saw
then
Duarte
he caught an eye on us. And then I was like, oh, great. Look what you fucking did, Larry.
So the same show, I see Duarte standing next to, I forget, he's a reviewer too. He was dressed like Prince. But Duarte's holding like a Dio from Street Fighter.
That's my shtick. What am I doing with this jacket?
No.
I need to
really was.
That's the first time I saw Duarte.
And he was cool as hell.
Street Fighter.
I was like, "Who this fucking guy is selling this thing here in person?" And you meet him. You're a very humble, nice guy, man. And that's two things about you gentlemen as well is meeting you. You're both really fucking cool. So hats off to that as well. You guys can be pricks. Like you're getting to that level where you could just. I met someone at Toy Fair who marched around like he was fucking Peter Parker getting the scoop for the fucking Daily Bugle. And I was like, "Oh man, I watched your vids," and he looked at me like I was nuts for stopping his fucking work. Like
that sucks. That sucks.
It sucked. But anyway, you two were the opposite of that. So hats off for being,
thank you, man. I appreciate
down to earth
that.
guys as well.
By the way,
it's refreshing.
It's refreshing, Jerk.
Yes, because I've met a definite good amount of shitheads. So
yeah, me too. they say you meet your heroes and then they don't wind up being your heroes anymore.
Oh yes, yes,
true.
yeah.
Purple Rain, man. He had like a
Duarte, I feel bad because I overtalked you because my bad, but I didn't hear your answer to what free time do you have? Do you have free time for anything else? Let us know.
No, fuck no. I mean, I can't get any more direct than that, but like, I have this thing that I say, at the end of the day, when are you going to make time, right? Like when you're dead, when you're done, like when it's, you know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like genuinely you make time for the people and those that you care about, even if it is just a half hour or an hour or whatever. So like, there was a little point in time where I felt like I had a little free time and I would play some video games too. But then like it got to the point that I couldn't, right? So I haven't even touched my console in months. And then the free time that I do have, if I'm not spending it with people that I genuinely love and care about, I'm being a mother. I'm being a father, a mother, and a husband and a wife.
Yeah.
Being everything.
Sing an R&B song about you in a minute.
Speaking of being fathers, this guy with the real life Pandora for his daughter.
Yeah.
Eric Alfred Abel for $5. Ninja
What up, bro?
Snuck up on us. We have not forgotten.
Gaines, did you get to meet his daughter? They showed up to ZoloCon. Did you get to meet them?
He wasn't there, or did you meet her during the day?
I don't think I did. I was
I don't think he
He
did.
wasn't at dinner.
Yeah, the dinner I missed.
So he missed them there.
Which sucks because I
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? What's your excuse, bro?
I feel
He always darts home. Like it's get to the con and like 3 o'clock hits. He's like, I gotta go.
He's the first one out all the time. I thought I leave quick. No, he leaves
Irish
quick.
goodbye. Irish goodbye. That
When
shit.
I see you this weekend, I'm gonna flip you over like a rag doll because I'm gonna hold you by your ankles to check for a monitor.
No, that's a good question. Yo, D, that's a good question. Toy Gaines, are you gonna be at your convention from open to close?
Oh, I got it.
No, he's gonna down like two.
That will be unless no one shows up,
All right.
I'm fucking bouncing.
That's the only place you guys are gonna catch him at for an extended period of time is his show.
If it hits noon and only like 100 people show up, I'm fucking bouncing. I'm gonna do
You better
that.
bounce. I'm
Doors are
coming
open.
after you for gas money.
You guys are on your own. Wild West, I'm out.
I get such anxiety that there's like the reoccurring dream you're in school naked. That's like a thing for people to have dreams. My fear and dream is we're all at the toy show just looking at each other, and that one fucking person walks through the door.
Little tumbleweed.
I've been at
goes
shows
down
like
the
that.
aisle.
Oh yeah, tumbleweed.
Yeah.
And it's like you can hear a fucking mouse fart. I don't. That's my biggest fear.
Nah, you're in a good area for a 10.
Yeah, no, I think at this point, because you've been doing it for so long, you have so much experience, and you built up a reputation at this point.
Yeah.
I think that now it is pretty much an unrealistic fear for you to have. None of your shows are ever going to go that way. And I say that with confidence. With me being at the last one, they're amazing. They're great.
Thank you.
So, but if this was your first show, I would say that's
Sure.
scary.
Very scary. It is. I just with. Even since I was a kid, when I had to do something, I remember I had to sing at the fucking Newburgh Mall. Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
That sounds like a nightmare.
I almost shit my pants.
It's horrific.
What were you singing?
I used to be in chorus. I used to be able to sing before my balls dropped. I was like Michael Jackson. And, I would have to sing. They would bring me around town, the fucking mall. I'd have to knock
He
on
said I
doors.
would have to. He ain't have no choice.
No, you got it,
just-
mamas.
They pranced him around and made him sing.
Wearing a fucking red bow tie. Like
Yeah,
Pee
he's
Wee
got the
Herman.
cravat on.
Oh man.
Hair. I used to have hair when I was, 7. Hair slicked to the side like
Who
a
has
fucking
great hair? Thomas Nostalgic.
He does.
Yep,
I met
Thomas
this
was
man.
Nostalgic for $4.99. Get Duarte to $1K. And check out Thomas Nostalgic's.
And sub to
yeah.
Thomas, man. He's
Great.
He's a
Thomas
hidden talent.
Thomas is the next stop on the Duarte train tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh,
he
yeah,
really?
right on.
Jeez. And then
Hell yeah.
Uncle Tim, and then Dan Larson, and then never stops, man.
Yeah, that emaciated Megan Fox. You're going on that one too.
She rearranged her toy room. Newburgh kids.
Throw punch.
Oh no! Oh, Marcy, check your Facebook Messenger because I want to make sure. I saw that. I highlighted it, but I didn't put it up on the screen because I wasn't sure.
This motherfucker. Let me tell you something about this guy. I don't care what. I don't care if you're a fan of this guy. I don't care what you are. He is the most unique fucking voice in this community. And if you don't like him, you have to be entertained by him. He's fucking He's a fucking nut.
I love him.
He's funny as fuck. I was driving the old Entenmann's truck on the way home, listening to his video today about
just annihilate Dan.
He's a nut. I don't
annihilated Dan.
He's nuts.
I listened to that shit on the way home too, Gaines. I was like, good lord.
Yeah.
He's nuts. but he's
Elite before he was
super
even
high.
big. Yeah, he was one of the few creators that did stand up to the whole HasLab Engine of Greed thing. And I credit him for that. Yeah. He was one of the few that did it back then.
And he's a character. He doesn't just drone on. He has something to say, and then,
he does it in his own special way.
That is a nice photo.
This guy will have you stare.
Him and Hal Jordan.
Yeah,
man.
he'll fuck you up. You'll be talking, and then you're like,
No, 100%.
So, some dorky questions for you guys. First, Ninja, do you remember your first toy you reviewed on your channel?
I don't.
Wow.
If I have to think of one of the first ones that I know stuck out to me that I reviewed years ago, I reviewed a DC Collectibles Red Hood. It was a GameStop exclusive from the Arkham Knight game, and it was one of the action figures that stood out to me. It was beautiful. I love the character so much. So much so that Laser Pants even tries to gatekeep me from getting other good Red Hood figures.
I saw that.
Bullshit,
I watched that
right?
Saturday.
Straight up bullshit.
I'll tell you
But
what
yeah.
the emblem is from.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. What about you, D? Do you remember?
D, my question to D is the first piece you worked on. I'm sorry. Ninja.
Yeah,
The very
yeah.
first dial
Piece
you
of
made.
ass.
Was it a piece? Was it a mouse pad with big butt cheeks?
And I cannot lie.
No, it was that picture that got shown off with the lips.
spit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know that was spit though? How do you know it wasn't something else? That's his
There's a
experience.
shine,
Toy Gaines has so much experience, he can recognize the reflection.
Human influence.
You know that once you start tickling the pickle, choking the chicken, spanking the monkey, right?
Right. All. Yeah.
Every term you say hurts more. Every time you bring in a new nasty ass term, it just hurts.
Jerking the gains,
Yes, the little.
That was clever. Jerking the Gains. That's a podcast name right there. Yo,
I will jerk the Gains.
Yeah, we'll do that. That'll be the after show.
That is good.
Members only.
When you
members
first
only.
start, it's very transparent. There's no milkiness to it yet. You know that.
I did. Well, I was a late bloomer, man. I didn't fucking flog the dolphin until I was like 14.
Because you were singing the whole time.
Right? They had him with little bow ties on and shit.
Yeah, he was Gaines Manilow over there.
They catch him, man. They're like, "Hey, stop touching that. You got a show tomorrow."
Stop touching that.
We can't have your balls drop. You lose your voice.
We got a gig tomorrow.
To answer Woody's question from earlier, I definitely have had some ideas for some military dials other than Silent Castle. I have had some requests for Silent Castle like as a playset, but like modernized, with the lights and like more details for the aesthetic and stuff. So again, if I have enough people that are interested, no matter what it is, I'll make it.
I'm gonna go my thing real quick.
Get my
Whoa! I was like, what? What happened?
The ankle monitor went off.
Gaines was all 12 bodily fluids in less than a second.
Nah, he's got to hit the Entenmann's van. I would be done if I was in that truck. I'd weigh like 4,000 pounds.
Stop.
Man.
Oh my God.
Gage, your microphone's not off. Here, let me mute Gaines.
Yeah, we could just
there.
talk over him. We could talk. Yeah, you can mute him, and we'll just talk over him.
Oh yeah, there we go. We're good.
You forgot the milk.
Yeah, I don't. You guys don't need to hear Lady Gaines yelling at the dog.
How do you know what that bodily fluid looks like exactly?
Oh,
facts.
Shout out to
lips
Gaines.
were those.
Oh, she knew what she got into. I talked to her. She's
No.
just as awesome as him,
I
dude.
100%
She's
right.
amazing.
There's no way you talk to a guy like Gaines, as transparent as he is, and you have no idea about what you got into.
Yeah, she knows, and she's just as sharp and funny as
She has to be. She has to be to deal with him. She gotta be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, are you sure about that, YoJo Daddy, on that? Almost? Oh, it's almost 200. Okay.
Yeah, we were almost there a couple of times.
Tickling the taint of 200.
Oh, you almost had it.
Yeah,
share,
whatever.
subscribe.
I'm just happy people watch the show. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Like, this many people being here is just gravy. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's just
It
that I
still
want
boggles
300.
my mind.
I want to see what Gaines does at 300.
Oh my God, he'll turn inside out. I'll have him burp and fart at the same time, and he'll just disappear.
He's gonna do something crazy.
He's gonna order himself.
I'm scared to see 300. It's automatic demonetized.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna jerk the Gaines.
Yeah, you left your microphone on. I was like, oh shit.
And Jerk saved you, man. We were trying to talk over you, and Jerk saved you and just X'd you out.
Oh well, the irony to what I'm about to hold up is. My opening song is probably one of the worst songs on the internet.
Greatest thing
Worst
ever.
best.
Stop it.
But read it and weep, you fuckers.
Yes.
Read it and weep, baby.
There should be a little Prince symbol on the side.
Vocalist of the year. Now
I
only
can
10
print one
kids
out
went
that
to
does that
this.
exact same thing. I get one on Amazon like tomorrow. What are you talking about? That's not proof.
Only 20 kids went to this school, but still, of the 20.
Sugar Gaines was number one.
Sugar Gaines.
Little Sugar Gaines.
All right,
baby, 88.
Of our
88.
gamers out there, if someone would like
WrestleMania
to put a
3.
choir inside of a mall and put Gaines in there,
dude,
I'm just trying to throw it out there.
Oh, that just screams 1980 to me, man. Like,
oh man,
Gaines getting tortured at a mall. Yeah, I remember.
All I wanted to do was like watch wrestling and play G.I. Joe. Instead, I'm fucking singing at the mall.
Oh yeah, I remember the spelling bee, man. Just getting nervous as fuck on stage, like, oh, like it's horrific for a poor kid. You're like, I'm gonna bomb this one in front of everyone.
Yo, Bronzer wins the internet.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I can't. It's funny. I used to play NBA 2K. They wouldn't let me put my name on the back of the jersey because it has the word fucking anal in it.
Wow.
Remember? My wife was out to me.
Damn.
My wife was right here. I was losing my mind one night. Like, what the fuck? I just want to play for the fucking Knicks.
What's his name?
So would you?
Anal? What?
Right. Would you say that you've been cursed from birth to be a gigolo?
Yeah, well,
I'm going to sing the song.
I wish,
been-
but no.
It's in your DNA.
It is.
Well, for years it was.
Yeah, what was the song that won it? What'd you sing? Baby Got Back?
No, I mean, listen, I was in all county chorus, all them fucking dopey Christmas songs. Baby Got Back was like 92.
Two
you had to
Live
sing
Crew.
corny shit like Run Around Sue and all that stupid shit.
Some
Keep away
Dion.
from Run Around Sue. Yeah.
Oh, you were the guy. You sang "Baby It's Cold Outside." That's what.
I think Gaines is alone now. This is it right here, Talib. Talib just won chat. Congratulations. I think Gaines alone now.
Yeah, you have to change your intro to that now.
Oh, dude, that would be hilarious. Just one video and just change it up. People are expecting the song. Like, what the?
Oh, when he changed the song, I lost my mind. I was just like, oh my god.
If I could sing, I would be at every fucking karaoke night in the
Bro,
fucking
you could
state.
sing. That shit's like riding a bike. You don't forget how to fucking sing, bro.
Well, I think my balls dropped though.
I would say Duarte, he's right.
Reverb all the way up, baby. You sound good. Reverb.
Use auto-tune?
There. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, auto-tune.
Did I ever sing Blow the Candles? I know I did not sing Blow the Candles out. I'm taking requests, baby.
Yo,
Welcome to No
fucking-
Rails.
Yo, Beato's fucking hilarious.
What Vito say?
Was it rapey?
Yo, you canceled the song, Gaines? What the
I
fuck,
did.
bro?
I did. I put I Cosby'd the drink to that one.
This is why everybody loves y'all show, bro. Y'all two together. Thank God y'all brought in Zakainen to keep up with the chats. Cause you two motherfuckers together, bro, is crazy.
Live while Zakainen jerks the Gaines.
I think we bring out the fact that you could just be a fucking total nut.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? We're not.
Yeah,
we ain't hurt nobody.
around, man.
YOLO.
Right.
Like I said, I'm here to have fun, man. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, life sucks enough. Life sucks enough. I'm not gonna come on a live stream and just button it up and try to not curse because I'm gonna demonetize. Get the fuck out of here. I'll talk about anal is in my last name.
Our
Balls
balls
dropping.
going nuts, dude. So Ninja, when you say this, I can't keep it up because I start laughing. I can
Gaines,
feel
Collins,
coming
Look,
in the
okay.
air at night.
Bill Gaines.
At
At
Target.
9:15, right? Dan Olton. I don't know if I'm pronouncing. He said it. He asked Duarte a good question. That should help us pivot back to. That was at 9:15. Zakainen, get on it.
8:15. My
Oh.
God, I got to do math.
Yeah,
up
my
here.
bad. My bad.
Jesus. 8:16. Dan Olton, who's done some banger stuff for, he did a Muscles Marinara sketch, and then Tony Legend Series, his artwork that he's got on his channel now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's Dan.
Oh, so he's an artist.
Yep.
Nice.
That's awesome. That is
Yep.
awesome.
Man, there was a lot at 8:15, brother. Just as a heads up. Damn. There we go. There's
Yeah,
Dan.
the show usually
Oh,
goes
yeah,
off the
that was-
rails like around 9:10.
This is a great question because I love Crystar too, man. But that translucent, I mean, it's in my
Oof.
name here.
Oof.
You know,
That
translucent
is a
ranger.
How do you do
You can't 3D
clear resin,
print it.
right?
He
Just
figures
clear
out
resin.
ways to do everything, man. He has a trapped little baby Zordon moving in his thing, so he figures out ways to do everything.
We'll make it happen. That's
Oh, and then if we don't, then like Nico's done some cool stuff with resin for like that heat, not heat transfer, but heat will affect. He made that Dreadnought tricycle, and heat it'll color change on the resin.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
Jesus.
cool.
Yeah, I could definitely do this. There's quite a few ways that I would approach it, but it would not be resin because first of all, it'd be super heavy, super brittle.
Yeah.
It definitely wouldn't be like a plastic print either, or FDM, because layer lines, the clear isn't as clear. So this would be something more like a vacuum form or something like that. But yeah, I can definitely do it.
That's FDM. Okay, sure. Whatever band. Okay, I don't know these terms.
Yeah, Zakainen, get your fucking shit.
I don't
straight,
speak
man.
Spanish. Like cardio. What does that word even fucking mean?
Cardio? No,
Yeah, cardio. I don't speak Spanish, dude. Yeah, like
made up.
Like, it's made up like Puma. It's not a real thing.
No, absolutely not. So you got the pre-order coming. What?
Yes.
Do you have a number? Let's reel it in, Zakainen. Let me get back to being a professional that I am.
It's all your fault, Zakainen. You're supposed to be the fucking referee, bro. You're
fool.
Instigating. You're cattle prodding. You're like
He can't control all four of us. It's not gonna happen.
I love
It's
it.
not gonna happen.
We were on the rails for a long
time. I don't know what threw it
did
off.
good for a while.
The size of your tongue's irrelevant here, Zakainen. Sorry.
I think Jerking the Gaines did it. That was Duarte's fault.
You broke the show with that one.
You can't come back from Jerking the Gaines.
You can't come back from
It was just so clever. It was so clever, man.
Perfect.
It was pretty good.
And I've thought of
I'm
different
feeling it
ways
right
of
now.
putting that together.
Duarte, do you have a number in your mind what you would like to hit with your pre-orders?
Honestly, I think 5 would be cool.
I think, yeah.
If I could sell 5
tonight. Did you get the jerk bump on your pre-orders?
Oh yeah, the jerk bump. Well, I know you got one. I know Vito's.
There's no such thing as a jerk bump yet.
Yeah, we're all just perverts on this fucking stream.
I wish. I hope that would be nice. But
so wait. What am I doing?
What are you doing?
We got the man who prides himself on loving thicky toys. Ninja. When the sex bots come, when the sex bots eventually come, are you going to pre-order and are you going to have a third girl?
Are they gonna look like they did in the movie Subservience? Are they gonna look like Megan?
I think we're getting there. The raw dogs send me some shit that every day, I got to pull the truck over.
Getting closer every day.
I gotta pull the truck over.
Start sweating.
Yo, if we can get some subservient chicks like Megan Fox, I'll order 2 of them bitches and I'll have them next to me as my bodyguards too.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to customize their cosplay outfits. To be honest.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
That's a
was
yes.
asking, this was earlier in the show, but a turn over time for getting it because again, it's first come, first serve.
Right. So, the first ones start shipping out November, possibly even earlier. It really all depends. But I'm aiming for November, December, Christmas time this year.
But that's for the first one, right?
The first few. Yeah. Well, again, if I do get the 5, I'll definitely have them all done this year, by the end of the year. If I get more than that, then it might trickle over onto January, February. It all depends.
Incredible.
So also, assembly line them, or are you going to just one at a time them?
No,
you build certain things that, you know what I mean?
So
you
right,
do all the control panels at once.
Oh yeah.
So the way I like to do it is I will I kind of give myself the rest this month as far as this goes, so I could finish other stuff and work on other projects that I'm going to release down the line, right? And then once the pre-order is done, I look and see how many are done, and then I rather do it like an assembly line, do everything, and then do all the command centers, all the executors, all and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Can you bring up Gigantor's comment just now?
Yeah.
Can you bring that up again? It's not gonna fit. I'm just gonna tell you right now. It's not gonna work. Your tree needs to have
into the set.
It's not gonna fit, bro.
If you're referring to your Christmas tree as the tree in New York City, it'll definitely fit on there.
Okay.
But if it ain't that tree, nope. Unless
You're
you
not
put
wrong.
stilts on that fucking tree.
I want to bring this up here. Duarte, I sent him messages after. I might have sent it during the damn show, but Bobby was caught off guard now a couple times. One, right, with Duarte, he was like, "Oh, you did all this," when he was seeing the command center and everything, right? And then he starts talking about the video production, and then he starts talking about, wait, Ninja did that? I'm like, Bobby, do you not watch Ninja stuff? Yeah, bro. Every damn day.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bobby was impressed that it's hard watching Bobby get like kind of shell shocked, really.
Well, I wasn't bullshitting in the
Appreciate
beginning of the
you,
show. You got two of the best in the business right now, as far as I mean, everyone looks to Ninja for honesty, quality of the videos. And Duarte, every time we see something you make, is better than last thing. I saw that mech a year ago. I fucking with Jerk, we lost our minds.
Yeah.
And now we have like a fucking legit something that looks like it's straight from the show behind you. So yeah, who wouldn't be impressed?
We'll be at your show.
Well, now listen. Now I got a show, baby.
Yeah, I am excited.
We'll be at your show.
Now I got a show.
Look at this beauty.
Will the
Fucking
Mezcos,
ridiculous.
Duarte, fit inside those cockpits?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they were designed for them first.
Yeah, exactly. What Jerk said.
Yeah, because the Lightning collection will definitely fit after that.
Now, now wait.
He's got the big boy.
Yeah,
Big
we're
boy.
we're getting close to the end here. The mech now, is this on the back burner or what's going on with the mech?
Yeah,
this
what's
is more
what's
what I'm
the
interested
plan?
in personally.
Yes, I have no attachment to Power Rangers. It's that damn mech is calling my name.
The mech is awesome. Any updates on that?
So the mech is essentially out of my hands now because I'm waiting on people to get back to me with pricing and things of that nature because I'm trying to go the mass produced route, right? Obviously with the command set, it's not a mass produced route thing. It's not even an option. So
Okay.
it's not really, one's not interfering with the other. The only time that it might or that it would be in the event that they come back to me and say, hey, the price is outrageous. And I'm like, screw that. And then I'll hit up a few guys like Woody and people that said, hey, bro, I want it regardless. So if you don't mass produce it, if you build me one, I'll still buy it. So, and I'll try to help, get their dreams fulfilled and customize it. So essentially there might be 10 of these out in the wild, but every single one will be completely different color, setup, accessories, everything, but they'll all be interchangeable, which would be cool. So if you found yourselves at the same convention, you could literally swap parts and just pop and swap and all kinds of shit.
That's cool as hell. That's great. Yeah, the mech is definitely on my radar, and I think a lot of people are pumped about that mech. Even though, what'd you guys think, real quick? Because I was really impressed by this piece, the snake armor, the Hasbro snake armor. Was it something?
The price, bro.
Yeah.
Great price.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that they left the figure out too.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't need another fucking Cobra officer to make it like 25 more fucking.
100%. Who needs another guy dressed like Zakainen? I mean, leave him out. Leave him out.
There can only be one Zakainen anyways, right? So,
yeah. He's the
Highlander.
best.
Hey, there's me only one except for all these guys over here in this mountain. Only one Highlander. No, I think it was fair price. I'd like to have, they can. It's corporation, they make money. I get it. But I'd like to have seen it like 55, 65.
Of course. I mean, I always would prefer lower.
You should have been live like this the whole time, man. What are you doing?
Oh my god.
Wait, you wait for the end of the show to do this?
Oh my god.
Great job.
The
Great
show.
job.
The show is being taken away.
Sorry.
Duarte after dark.
We'll let him get
the real show starts now.
I haven't had any.
Look at this fucking thing, man.
Oh my god. Are they on a dimmer by any chance?
That's not even as bright as they can go.
Yeah, no, and I could put on a show for you if that's what you want. Like disco.
Look at them go. All the shiny lights.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Can you actually, is it going to be when you ship it out? Can people adjust how dim or how
Go
is
on
it
to the
dimmable?
backdrop. The backdrop is
Woody, you got to come to the show now, Woodman.
Lights.
Woody's pumped that you're going to be at the show. We need you, Woodrow Wilson.
Oh yeah, I knew Woody was coming. He asked me for information.
Put it on a clapper. Oh my god.
I would love that, honestly.
The fucking globe is so perfect. That is so awesome.
I know Gaines when it's Spencer's.
You're getting a little sensual there.
You get weird.
Whoa!
You're getting a little too sensual there, buddy.
Yo, Gaines.
Yeah, that's my nipple.
What are you thinking?
That's how you
get, baby.
That's how you get Gaines excited. Yeah,
You're making me sweat.
Giving it a little love tap.
When I see you at the show, I'm gonna hug you a little too tight.
Gaines, I am your father.
See you, Tim.
Good night, Tim.
Shout out to Spicy Tim.
Fuck yeah.
And
Wow, that's huge.
That thing now, okay. It just puts it, you put it in, drop it in the cylinder. How does that work?
Yep. So
this is fucking crazy, man.
This is crazy.
So basically,
when you were in school, Duarte, what were your science projects? The whole fucking planet and not just the volcano?
Yeah. I made a walking Godzilla with a little Tokyo to destroy.
So actually, I got a little quick funny story about that. When I was in high school, one of the first classes I took was wood shop because I was like, oh, fuck it. My neighbors aren't going to complain about me cutting wood, here. So the first project was a birdhouse, and my birdhouse, let's just say it had multiple rooms and floors, and
beds.
It was like a bird condominium, right? So at that point, the teacher was like, "What would you like to build?" And I'm like, "Could I build a 6-foot pool table?" And he's like, "Yeah." So I built that in a month, and then after that, he let me just do whatever the fuck I wanted.
Gee, when did this passion for building things start? Like
as a child.
As a child, I was fucking mashing Play-Doh together like a fucking tard.
As a child.
No, good for you, man.
I thought you used to draw, Gaines.
I don't want to blow myself all night. I already showed off this, baby.
No, compared to what Duarte does, we were all eating paint chips. We were all just eating paint chips compared to this shit.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I kind of peaked that in 6th grade with this.
You're gonna get Gaines all hot again. Watch out, Duarte.
Oh my God, is that the top of my head?
I got the power in my hands right here. It's getting real warm for you, Gaines. Look at that. Look at that. The digits, the phalanges.
The phalanges.
I'm telling you, as a young man, every time I went into Spencer's in the mall, I'm like, I'm gonna buy that globe.
Yeah, everybody
I never
with
did.
that thing. You're like,
never did. But you did you buy the stars for your ceiling?
I didn't buy a damn thing from
What?
Spencer's except posters and probably some sex toys. Probably.
And look,
Well, you brought a broad over. And
you saying that everybody has touched that globe, and you want to spread the next COVID? Just put that in a public place. Just leave it in a public park, and shit has spread super fast.
I'm gonna have to hire somebody to just stand there, and every time somebody touches it, they're like,
Clean it. Yep. Have a wipe ready.
Oh, that's a good question. Will Al Zordi have an audio?
He can.
Could.
Honestly, that's something that we haven't really put into the file yet, but I do have some ideas for a few different ones, and definitely, I mean, because the tablet itself has a speaker, right? So, that total realistic option.
Or put your face, onto it. I think Blake was talking about that. Yeah, about
with my beard. I thought about printing like a bearded Zordon. My head, with the beard.
Not gonna work, bro. It's gonna look like a Viking god. It's not gonna work.
it's a bald Zeus.
You're right. Like fucking Zeus trapped in a chamber. No.
Also, no, I don't want to do that.
I mean,
Speak for yourself.
Zakainen before was like, yo, that ball does some things. And then I was like, yo, Gaines might want to teabag my viewing globe.
100%.
Just don't leave it there Saturday night in the Sunday, and it'll be safe.
What are these
Just don't let
prints
it
on
out of
here?
your sight.
Why are there all these veins on the glass?
There's hair all over.
Someone put mushrooms all over this. I don't know what's going on.
Terrible.
I would do that to your mouse pad, Zakainen. Hold up that mouse pad. Look at this fucking thing.
Well, this is because this is the callback to where we were looking this shit up.
Look at this fucking thing, man. I dated a broad.
Oh, mouse pad battle! Mouse pad battle! Look.
I didn't think about making a twerk shit, making a clap.
I had something like that.
Flapping in the wind.
One time in my
Ninja
life.
brought that up. Like, I gotta look these things up. Saw them on Amazon. Like, shit, I'm gonna buy.
They're
one.
awesome, man. They're awesome.
Mine's coming tomorrow.
My wife, I shot her a picture of it. She's like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, wait a minute, you don't want it?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "Oh, well, I got it for you. Can I have it?"
Yeah.
Well, boys. What do you think, Jerk?
They should.
Yeah, I think we're good, man.
It should be good.
I've had a horrible week today. I got no sleep. I got food poisoning last night.
Oh no!
Damn, man.
I woke up like I only get like 6 hours of sleep before like a fucking 12-hour shift, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and man, I just fucking sick as a dog, fell asleep, woke up sweaty, and then had to go to work all day. It sucked, man.
And this man showed up and does a show because the
he
show
showed up-
must go on.
Right. The show
Yeah,
must
I don't
go on.
fuck around. I'm a professional.
Fucking, I mean, Ninja's talked about it, man. Jerk does not fuck around with this shit, man. This
Nope.
man could have a bullet wound. He could have a bullet inside of him, and he's gonna do the
100%.
goddamn show.
I say it all the time. Him and Dave displaying model behavior, the two most consistent YouTubers I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
Those
Dave's
two
turned it
guys
up
are
to like
not
11.
human.
Jesus.
They're not human.
He will somehow find the video clip of himself last breath going up to his computer keyboard like
Ah! There's 2 seconds of dead space. I gotta cut this. Too funny. All right, I don't have anything other than Gaines's show is this coming Sunday, Newburgh. Go on Facebook, look up Newburgh Toy Show. We're gonna have it pasted all over our fucking social media all week until you're fucking sick of it. You can come see me, Gaines, Duarte. It's gonna be a fucking blast.
Go to the
Woody's
show.
gonna be
Go to
there.
the show. Go to the show
Yeah.
Sunday. I will be at the show too. Go to the show.
Oh shit!
It's
man,
gonna
Jesus.
be live.
Well, I gotta fucking hype this up even more now.
I'm gonna have some nice exclusive stuff there for sale.
Yes.
Jesus. All right, we gotta talk real quick in the back room in the back.
Thank
room,
you.
boys.
I know, and Blake will do this shit. He'll hold shows hostage.
Sure.
We've seen this shit. So for $20, Jerk, lunch on me tomorrow to make up for losing yours last night.
That's
That's
awesome.
funny.
That is
good.
awesome.
Thanks.
He's a clever son of a bitch, that Blake.
So
He
real
is.
quick, back to business. Real quick, Duarte, when the exact day for the pre-order is when?
It already opened up and it'll close on the 22nd of April.
Close on
Very
the
cool.
okay, good. And Ninja, you have anything coming out this week? Any new videos we can look forward to?
Yeah, video dropping tomorrow about the his command center.
Oh,
It's getting a little bit more in depth with it.
Okay, looking
Nice.
forward to that. Gentlemen, listen, I'm not bullshitting you. Big fan of both your work. Met you in person, two of the nicest guys anyone could fucking meet. If you haven't subscribed to Ninja, well, I'm sure you guys have. Subscribe to him again. Unsubscribe and subscribe back.
Oh shit!
And I appreciate this, and you know, see you fuckers Sunday.
Yeah, I owe somebody a wrench. I can't leave without.
Justin
Oh, shit.
Booth,
I can't
man.
leave without.
It's
it.
Give him the
hostage
wrench.
show.
Give him the wrench.
It's like,
Come on!
Shout out to Justin Booth for one YoJoeJerk membership.
That's a good question.
Newburgh is in upstate New York. It's about 45 minutes north of Manhattan. If you're in the tri-state area, Connecticut, New Jersey, PA, it's about an hour away from all them states. Right in the fucking middle. We have some of the best strip clubs and coke-whores you will ever see, baby.
Hell yeah.
The best Cocors I've
No,
been
fuck-
told.
The
All
best.
purchases come with a reach around from the lot.
Great things happen too. The last show, we almost collapsed the bridge that was outside.
Yes.
Great things happen.
Yes.
Great things happen.
Ballas Rollkeeper, just about like we're going to lose Abby from Figure Fight Club for
He's the
1999.
best, man.
Thank you.
He's becoming the center of the community, which is very fucking cool.
Let's fucking go. My plug is easy. I'll be on with Mikey on his channel. He's doing some customs tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Wednesday. I'm dumb. Then we're doing Figure It Out Thursday with this guy over here, the Jerk.
Oh snap!
We're gonna talk about music. Which
Music.
is refreshing as hell.
Well,
And I don't want to talk about our guest after Jerk because I want to get this guy really cemented in before I talk about even the next week. So
True.
beautiful.
we'll throw it out.
Best.
All right, everybody, give him a
Thank you, Raw Dogs.
wave. and
Hold it up, Gaines. Hold it up, Zakainen. Hold it up,
Give it
Zakainen.
a jiggle.
Sorry.
Give it a
Hang
jiggle.
on. I'm doing it. I'm trying.
Jiggle us out, boys. Come on, mother.
Holy fuck! That was diabolical! Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe!
She's dead, wrapped in plastic.
No!
Deep breath.
Yo, it's YoJoeJerk, ready to assert toy game slinging toys, pocket filled with pearls.
You know, Jim Tobelson said they had to call in a hostage negotiator.
Yeah, well, Jim Tobelson's a fucking chatty Cathy.
Get on with it! Thank you, motherfuckers.
Drink your milkshake. I drink it up! I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. You know, I just do things.
You tell that bitch who sent you here how sorry I am I can no longer be her friend.
Just walk away. You're fine.
Get over it! Shut your fucking mouth! Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
Well, the jerk store called. They're running out of you.
Oh, great Odin's Raven!